One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome, everyone, to Huntington, West Virginia, Jones C. Edwards Stadium, home of the Marshall Thundering Herd. And the Raging Cajuns will put total leather and we'll get started. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. So the Marshall Thundering Herd will go on offense first to start this game. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead, and it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again. These dudes make plays.
Breaks into the open. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They moved the chains. They marked it at the 29. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
Marshall comes to the line way behind the sticks here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle. It's Hendricks. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Passing game very effective on 2nd down. What about here on 3rd? From the gun. Wants to pass. On the run. Still looking.
That is holding.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Hold.
So the big gain, all for naught, brought back due to the laundry on the field, and they'll try it again. Marshall needs a near miracle on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's a heat. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
The hardest thing to do in football is to play on the road. So you want to get those fans as quiet as possible. That is a great opening possession for this defense. Not giving up any big plays and forcing the 4th down.
He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The Raging Cajuns offense will go to work for the first time. And, David, we've got a quarterback today who's been known for making enough plays when his team needs them.
Yeah, and listen, he's a guy that this offense is built around him. But, Jesse, he's not the guy that's going to take over. He needs the running game to get going.
Oh, he's got some space.
Bobby Tobias.
And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Raging Cajuns.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. And he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown.
On the move from inside his 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. Marshall takes over the ball, the Thundering Herd offense coming out. They didn't get much done the last time they had it to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to pass. Out of the backfield, he's open. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
It's early in the game, and as offenses try to get their rhythm, these easy completions are very important because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense and as a unit. And hopefully, as this game goes on, they'll be able to rev up and get more aggressive taking shots.
grabbed over the middle. It's Mayo. He gets it past the chains, and it'll be a first down for Marshall. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. He wants to throw it again. That's caught. It's Moses. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. This Marshall offense putting together a nice drive. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He has the first and still on his feet. All down at the 39-yard line, but he's got 15 yards on the play and a fresh set of downs. Might as well give it to him again. Turning it on. Corralled and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business. Give to the running back.
Yo, what the fuck, bro?
They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
I like the adjustments from this offense from first possession to second. Like first possession, you can tell maybe a little bit nervous. Maybe just not starting the way they wanted to. Didn't script the plays, but now putting a good drive together. A good response from punting last drive.
That's the end of the period. It's Louisiana in the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Trying to pound it in. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
And this is the area of the field where it gets really, really tough. Because the red zone, you know you got to run the football more. Well, this defense is #1 in the nation against the run. So I look for this offense to be more physical.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Herd!
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring. There he goes. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. They'll ride the hot hand. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, it's Hawkins. It's complete to the right. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. The Raging Cajuns come to the line with a new set of downs. Quarterback making checks. Looking downfield on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. From the gun, the running back has it. Knocked down after a gain of 1 to the 27.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Makes the catch. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. And the Raging Cajuns had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. On first down from the 13-yard line. The give to the back. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Wants to go up top. Gets it out fast. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Back to throw, it's Hawkins.
Man, fuck.
Quickly, but it's incomplete. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And with that, they've taken the lead. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. They're still looking for a little more productivity as they trail 10-7. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Keeps it on the draw. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Power football with the run.
What the fuck? Why did he jump the other direction?
He's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Unleashes it on the run. Makes it.
Bro, what the fuck?
And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam. The defense
what is this?
finally got him. Motion from the wideout. Quick pass on the fly motion. Runs through a tackle. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Marshall might go for a big play here on 2nd and short. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Got his man on the right. He gets just inside the red zone and goes out of bounds at the 19. The Thundering Herd was stuck with some tough field position, but now a chance to get a drive going. They'll give it to the back. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line. Warp speed for 2nd down. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. And they're not on the same page there.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. Good right down the boulevard. And the field goal draws us even as we get close to halftime. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Just enough time for one final play of the half. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And after that short game, they'll head to the locker room for halftime. 1st half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've got a terrific atmosphere there today in Huntington. And if you thought that was a quick 1st half, you'd be right on the money. 2 workhorse running backs who just kept pounding the rock behind offensive lines who look less like college kids and more like bulldozers. Call it ground and pound, call it pin and pummel. Both sides have been dominant, and I'm curious to see if either defense can make an adjustment. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at Jones C. Edwards Stadium.
And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. Looking to throw, it's Hawkins. He lobs one high down the left side. Makes a grab at the 25, and there's room. Just what they were looking for, a huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. He's got it on the move. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Trying to punch it in. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Yeah, what a great job by the defense. You got to understand, it's physical time, right? They want to run the football when they start getting inside the 5. Nice job getting pinned.
Touchdown, Louisiana! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half. There was not a window there. There was not a sliver of light. There was like the eye of a needle to zip that ball in, and somehow he got it in.
No doubt. Defensively, you know it's coming. You know who he's going to, where he's going to. You're in great position, but that guy just makes a play. He makes the touchdown catch. What a throw, what a catch, what trust between QB and wide receiver.
Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Marshall takes over the ball, the Thundering Herd offense coming out. They'll go to work, trailing 17-10 and hoping to put together a productive drive. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly. And that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. He gets it past the chains, and it'll be a first down for Marshall.
Yeah, nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard, and they picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole you can get through and not have to just do it all on your own as a running back.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. The Thundering Herd needing a ton of ground to get it to that first down marker. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down. Marshall will be forced to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Hauls it in and looking upfield. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Finds a soft spot in the middle. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
The sure hands. It's Pena. On his feet at the 40. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. The Raging Cajuns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Find some fresh air. Found a little running room, and they get him stopped after a pickup of 6 to the 32.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
That's going to do it for the quarter, guys. Louisiana has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Cajuns. They're on the board again, and it looks as if this winning streak is going to continue.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a two-possession lead.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Wide receiver going in motion. Quarterback keeps it. Short gain on the play before he slides. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Marshall now lines up trying to convert on third and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. It's like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Gives it on the option. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Here we go. Trying play action. Pocket breaking down. Trying to escape and get it himself.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man, though. Don't force the football. We already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too. Nice job pulling it down, scrambling, getting the first down. Now you got to keep it going.
This Marshall offense putting together a nice drive. They'll go to the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. The give to the back. They work that running game down to the 34. Let's give him 3 on the carry. Marshall quick to the line. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Complete to the left. Touchdown, Marshall! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. The defense just lost track of him. There's no other explanation. I've got to assume they knew he was in an eligible position.
Or it was just ridiculously good scheming on the offense, Reese. I mean, just an unbelievable job of getting your guy wide open.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point is good as they close to within a touchdown, 24-17. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Tough to beat Maction, gentlemen. You know that. And let's take a look at the highlights. Akron is ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Charlie Fry, this offense is not capable of scoring points every single time it sees the ball. They're up by 5 over Buffalo. The Maction never sleeps, and we'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can.
Nice,
so
brother.
the offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
Finds his man. It's Pena. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on 4th. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
That was such a risky call. With the lead late in the game, to go for it on 4th down, that could have been disaster if they don't get it. But with the conversion, now the question, is that enough to ice this thing and win the game?
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
Man, he's done everything for this offense today, running the football, so much so that he's now got 98 yards rushing. We're in the 4th quarter. 1 more carry, and this guy could eclipse the 100-yard mark.
And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. And the Raging Cajuns come to the line, needing just inches for the first down. On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. And from this angle, I don't think he got the first down. The defense won at the line of scrimmage. Not much to gain on a punt, so here they come on 4th and short from converts on 4th down, and he's still going. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
Snagged out of the air. They get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a first down. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. It came down to the final quarter. clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get the close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when those moments present themselves. How are they going to handle it? Great job handling a close game, executing down the stretch like they needed to.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.